Welcome to NewsOK.com. I am Jacob Unruh here with an Oklahoma City Dodgers update. World Series edition, Alex.
Yeah.
I'm joined by Alex Friedman, the voice of the Dodgers here in Oklahoma City. Big time stuff going on right now for the organization. But first, let's get to it tonight. Friday night's Game 3. Walker Buehler on the mound. He pitched a good portion of minor league here in Oklahoma City. You're having a watch party at the ballpark. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we're lucky we're able to do this for a second straight year, to be able to work with Major League Baseball that has to approve these kind of things, to be able to do it, to open up our gates, to put the game on the big screen. Free event, which is probably the best part of it. Last year we did it for Game 7 and didn't get final approval until that morning. And the turnout, given those circumstances, was great. So the fact that we had at least 2 days this time, I think, should be good. A little bit early in the series, maybe a Friday night can work with some other folks. I know a lot of people, though, might have some high school football games they're going to, such as yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be a great time at the ballpark.
The atmosphere that I went to the games I went last year was a lot of fun. You've got concession stand items for sale. The Jumbotron. It's just worth seeing a game on that, right? I mean, that's
probably the biggest TV you'll ever get to watch a game on. That's for sure. It's one of the top 10 or so, I think, biggest in minor league baseball. And I can't remember the exact square footage right now off the top of my head, but anyone who's been to a game has seen it before, and of course it does have capabilities to act as a television, as it has in the past, whether it's that, showing games, or for, say, themes we've had with different movie nights at the ballpark. So a chance to definitely get a good view of it, even though you might not be technically up close and personal, as they like to say. You'll have a really nice view.
The other thing about the stadium right now, too, you're going through some renovations on the field. The field's torn up. You're replacing the grass, the dirt, everything. What's going on at the ballpark?
Yeah, anyone who comes tonight's in for a surprise, that's for sure. And we just say nothing is wrong. This is totally planned. Complete excavation and replacement of the field system, not only just the turf itself, but the drainage system and the sand below that. So it's a very extensive thing that got started about a week or two ago, and will go all the way until mid-March, really. So it's something that needs to happen every so often, and we've been fortunate that we've been able to use the same service for all 21 seasons the ballpark has been in existence. That doesn't happen very often. So because of that, it's something that, like I said, will be extensive and take a while, and it's really a big thanks to the people of Oklahoma City. A lot of the funding was made possible through the GO bond package that was passed about a year or so ago. So we have that part of the renovations that are coming up this year. So when people come tonight, or if they come to any other ballpark event until mid-March, at least for the immediate time being, it's going to look like a dirt pit in a mud pit, and definitely a lot different than when you're used to coming to a regular game.
You mentioned other events. What else do you have going on? I know you have a fall event tomorrow, other things going on in the ballpark this offseason.
Yeah, like you said, we've got our fall festival, which I believe this is the second year we're doing that, kind of a fall open house. That's put on the schedule before you know if the Dodgers are going to be in the World Series. So the timing to have both events kind of back-to-back ended up being a bit of a coincidence. But all the information's on our website, OKCDodgers.com. A lot of different fall-friendly activities, including pumpkins and things of that nature, beginning tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. through 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Another free event to be able to take the family out and come to Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. And then, we've got all sorts of other stuff that'll go on as the year progresses and gets closer to the baseball season. And if anyone is looking to have an event at the ballpark, you can always do that. OKCBallparkEvents.com is kind of the separate website for that. A lot of folks will have their holiday parties at the ballpark. We had a New Year's Eve party last year for our foundation, and that's going to be happening again. So always something going on.
We have to talk about the series going on right now. The Red Sox are up 2-0 in the series going into Game 3 tonight. Walker Buehler, who pitched really well here, has pitched well in the postseason overall. What do you think about tonight's matchup?
Well, it's a different look for the Boston hitters. Clayton Kershaw, Hyunjin Ryu, both left-handers who are going to go, who really work off a low 90s fastball and complement it with their off-speed. Well, everything's power from Walker Buehler, in addition to being a right-handed pitcher. So yeah, it's a different look, that's for sure. I think maybe it would have been more beneficial if, say, there wasn't a day off in between 2 and 3, just because of it gives a chance to really kind of turn the script a bit differently with Buehler's arsenal right away. And the fact that the Dodgers are going to be at home, I think, is a big thing. If those who watch those games on TV, of course, it's a bit colder weather in Boston. That was by no means the only reason the Dodgers lost, but if you looked at the Dodgers players compared to the Red Sox players, the Dodgers players were bundled up like they were on an Arctic expedition.
They really were.
And the Red Sox players were, they were wearing sweatshirts, but nothing really out of the ordinary. So for the Dodgers to be able to go back home to a place that they're more acclimatized to, I think is going to be very beneficial for them, just increasing their comfort level, and hopefully it'll translate to the actual game result.
A lot has been made about some of the bullpen decisions. They always are. I mean, it always happens. Bullpen decisions, the outfield alignment for the Dodgers. What do you think is what stood out to you on something that they needed to correct going into tonight?
Well, I think, I don't know if it's really as much as the Dodgers as the Red Sox. They just have done pretty much everything right. And if there was ever such thing as an underrated team that won 108 games during the regular season, it seems like it was this year's Red Sox. They beat another 100-plus team, Yankees, 3-4 in the first round. They beat Astros team, which I thought no one was going to beat on the way to the World Series, and they won 4 straight against them, won the series in 5. So the Red Sox, a lot's been made about their 2-out hitting, that's certainly for sure. What stood out to me those first 2 games in Fenway Park was when the Dodgers needed a shutdown inning out of their pitchers, they could not get it. Inning in which they maybe scored in the top half, could not get a 0 in the bottom half of the inning, or just came tantalizingly close to getting out of innings and just couldn't do it. So it's probably just executing and be able to put up those big zeros, after they've scored.
All right, well, we'll see if that turns tonight. Again, 7:09 is first pitch tonight. Gates open at 6:30, free watch party at the ballpark. Alex, thanks for joining us. And stick with newsok.com and get the best Dodgers coverage in the state.